can we put him in the back one on this side?
What? The one the other side of the track?
Yeah. Okay guys, here we are at Castle Combe, round 4 today, and it is gloriously sunny. It's very warm, and yeah, nothing on the main track today to make loads of noise in the background. But yeah, starting kart number 5 today, so ranked 5th in the guys that are here, and looking forward to what should be a good day's racing. I'm aiming for a podium today, really. I think it has to be. It looks doable with the grid that we've got, and yeah, it's gonna be a good day's karting, I'm sure. Looking forward to it as always. Good fun track here, and we're karting in the sunshine, so what's not to like? Yeah, we'll catch up after some heats.
I was going to say something, but I won't, because I like him.
Oh, he likes you. You get a compliment there. Okay, so you're in that one.
Perfect. Okay guys, so here we go then. We're going out for heat 1, and yeah, this is the very first heat of the day as well, being kart number 5. I'm starting 4th in the first heat, so we've got Neil on pole there, and yeah, we're looking for a P2 from this heat. Really, we take our really aggressive line onto the start grid point very far right, and yeah, I want to get over to the inside, take the green light. It's not open on the inside, so we're going to stay wide, going to try to switch back, I think. We let them go, and then we send it, and there we go, 2 people overtaken with a single move into the first corner. That's just perfect, really, isn't it? We're 4th to 2nd first corner, just lined it up perfectly, got the drive out the hairpin, and took the inside line for the chicane, and we're off into 2nd. Not expecting to catch up to Neil too much, but we're just going to try our best to maintain this P2, and yeah, just watch Neil a little bit, to be honest, because he's very quick and wins a lot, so we want to copy what he's doing. And yeah, happy with this so far. Been nice and clean, no mistakes, and yeah, no need to worry from behind, I don't think. So take a glance over the shoulder there, and yeah, we've got a bit of a gap. Get the human DRS just to try and catch back up to Neil a bit, but yeah, I think we're maintaining this gap well. Nice, good start to the day. Got the overtakes done on the first lap, and yeah, we made a mistake coming down the hill there and lost a bit of time to Neil. And yeah, looking good though. He's going to give us a wave. There he is, look, waving at us, just taunting us whilst he's cruising off up front. I reckon he should pay attention to driving myself, but no, Neil's great. It gives me a lot of advice and a lot of support throughout the round and everything, tips and things like that, moral support. So yeah, shout out to Neil for just being generally awesome, and yeah, taking a nice easy pole heat for him, win there. I give him a wave back as he looks over his shoulder, and yeah, we're comfortable here. It's going well, we're driving well, we're happy. P2 from a P4 start, and yeah, we're going to take that, really. Nice and quick, the heat's here as we all know by now, just 5 laps and there we go. Yeah, P2 done, nice. Yeah, give Neil a thumbs up there, and we're going to catch up to him and try and give him a fist bump, I think, but he doesn't know I'm there, so I'm not going to get squeezed into the wall. But yeah, no, a thumbs up for Neil there as he pulls a nice skid round the corner. And yeah, heat 1 done, took P2 from P4, good start. Next heat is the pole heat, so let's see how that one goes. So we're on to heat 2, and yeah, let's pull out the pits here, get the tyres nice and warm. This is my pole heat, and yeah, I wasn't too worried about anybody else in this heat. I think starting from pole, the grid looked fine for me, so we're gonna hopefully just pull away and do the whole boring race thing. That's the plan as we wait for the green light. So there we go, away we go, and it wasn't a great start, but as we look around, nobody's challenging us. So you see I look over my shoulder, both shoulders, multiple times, and nobody challenged us into the first corner. I think there was a bit of a collision in the first corner, and I look over my shoulder there and there's nobody around, and so we're feeling good. We're just gonna put some laps in, try and set our fastest lap of the day at this point, because this is probably our best chance with a nice clear track, and yeah, just cruise for a P1 hopefully. No mistakes, and just, well, no major mistakes, and just yeah, get it done really. And it's looking good so far. Nobody anywhere near us. I think there was Xavier was down in 4th or 5th at the start of this heat, but he started to make his way through the pack. But we're already quite a bit up the track, and the laps tick away very fast here. They're not long heats. You can just see a little bit of his car as I glance over my shoulder there, but nothing to be worried about. He's only on the apex once I'm already way out the corner. And yeah, just feeling comfortable, feeling good, getting in the groove. I felt good today. My ribs were fine. I've rested those. Haven't karted since round 3. Haven't raced at all. So just really focused on recovering. Missing the apex on that hairpin a couple of times there, but it's not hurting me too much. At least I'm not smacking into it, I guess. And yeah, I've also been hitting the gym a bit as well, working on some fitness and a bit of upper body strength. So I think that's starting to help as well. Not feeling tired in these 5 lap heats. They're only very quick heats anyway, so I shouldn't be feeling tired. But on a hot day like this, it is quite easy to get worn out quickly. But no, feeling good, cruising round. Finished 2nd in heat 1. On for a P1 in my 2nd heat, so yeah, an ideal start to the day really. Can't have expected anything more from it, and yeah, feeling in the groove, feeling good. And there we go, there's the checkered flag. We take the P1 in our 2nd heat. You see Xavier was behind us there, but never challenged us, unfortunately for him. But yeah, it was nice, easy 2nd heat, just cruising around, trying to set some fast laps and not being challenged. And yeah, let's jump into the recap of those 2 heats as we shoot straight back into the pits.
Weren't you here just a minute ago?
I was. That was a swift little jaunt.
You could have saved yourself 5 minutes and just stayed here.
Yeah. If you give me the win each time, I would.
Bye guys.
Hey guys, how we doing? So done 2 heats already. I was in heat 1 and heat 5, so a really hectic start. Started 4th in heat 1. Had Neil Durant on pole for that one, so I wasn't expecting a win. But managed to go from 4th to 2nd in the first corner, and then just tag onto the back of Neil, follow him round, and take that 2nd place from the first heat from my 4th place start. So that's good. Happy with that. And then heat 2 was my pole heat. That was nice and easy, to be honest. Pulled away, not challenged into the first corner, and just never put under any trouble. Just kept it consistent, didn't make too many mistakes, and yeah, just got the job done really. Put in a decent performance. Done in my lap times yet, haven't checked, but a 1st and a 2nd after 2 heats is really good. Feeling good about heat 3. Heat 4 might be a bit more of a challenge, but yeah, they hammer through the rounds here, so I got to get on and get into the next round, but we'll see you after those.
So then heat 3, and yeah, we're starting P2 for this one. Where I think I got it the wrong way round in the vlog in the middle there. I think heat 3 is the one I need to be worried about, not heat 4, because we have Archie starting from the back. But then again, we see that very aggressive right point from me, and Ollie coming and checking that I haven't crept over the white line with that setup. And green light, away we go. Not a great start, but we're gonna try and hang it around the outside again. It never goes particularly well, but we're gonna manage it and take the chicane there, maintain P2 after a challenge up the inside there. We're feeling okay up the hill, semi-defensive, take a decent line, and see if we can't get this guy ahead. Feeling confident that I'm faster than him as we see slides around that corner there. That one was quite tricky today, a little bit slidey, but yeah, we're feeling good for the hairpin here. And then he runs wide and we just shoot right up the inside, and yeah, fantastic stuff into 1st. Feeling good. Little glance over the shoulder, there's someone behind us. We're going to take the racing line there because they're not right on us. We don't want to give up time too early, but yeah, we're going to get that corner a little bit wrong there, I think, a bit too tight on the entry, and maybe cost us us a little bit of time, but again, it's all right at the moment. Okay on the hairpin, little glance over the shoulder, we're looking all right. Through the chicane, nice and clean. Up the hill, bit of human DRS and a glance over the shoulder, trying not to drive into the wall as I look back up. Got that all right. 2 bites of the cherry on the turn in, but was all right. And then again, a little bit tight on the entry there. I don't know why I've started taking that entry really tight on this heat. Yeah, I just need to calm down a little bit, I think, and then turn in early there and bang the apex, and that just cost me a load of time. And then I'm going to feel that pain all the way up the hill here, and we see pretty sure Archie's right on my tail here. He goes around the outside, I go to cover it off, and he just pulls a nice switch back. I just hit the brakes a bit too hard, slide out, lose my momentum, and he just switches back up the inside of me, and yeah, just dominated me there. I didn't stand a chance. I thought I was going okay. Fundamentally, it goes back to the mistake at the first hairpin. But you can just see how much he's gapped me here. He was on fire today. It's his first time at Castle Combe, and just absolutely on fire, dominating the heats. So to take a P2 behind him gives us a first and 2 P2s. I'm all right with that at this point, to be honest. I probably should have won that heat, but I'll take a P2. Yeah, we'll jump into heat 4 and see if I can just continue this great run in the heats that should put me in a decent A final. Okay, heat 4, my last heat of the day, and we're going out onto the track here. This was my worst start of the day, starting 5th for this one, so we're on the odd numbered side of the grid at least, up the inside. I'm feeling like there should be some positions to be gained here. We'll see how it goes though. I'm feeling like a second should be possible, maybe even a heat win, but we're going to get a decent start, but the guy in front doesn't, but there's no way around that right hand side. And then I probably should send it up the inside. No, not going to get a chance. I'm going to try and send it up the inside here, not quite going to get the drive, so I have to slot in behind, so I haven't got the move done up into 3rd. And then he looks over his shoulder, we're not right on his tail, so we're not going to go for it there. He slides and we bump into him, and it's just that horrible moment where you nudge the guy in front, he gets pushed on a few kart lengths and you lose all of your momentum. Ironically, if I'd have gone wide, I probably would have caught right up to him, and then I make a mistake into the hairpin. Just not settled into this heat properly. It's not gone well. I haven't made great decisions, so now I've got it all to do. The laps tick away quick here. He goes wide. We're going to take a look up the inside. Just can't get the drive again, but he's erratic down here. Going to just get right back on his tail because he's lost a load of time there, and now we have to make a move very quickly here. And we send it up the inside there. Another switchback. This is the 3rd time I've switched back on that hairpin today. Normally a little bit of a weak point for me, but feeling good there today, clearly with the overtakes. But it took too long. 1st and 2nd are miles away, and we've already lost most of the heat. So it's just a case now of trying to close it down, but they're not battling. They're driving well. I'm pretty sure there's Simon in front of me who he knows what he's doing. He's quick. So yeah, just not much chance, I don't think, but you never know. It is motor racing, anything can happen. Just got my head down, driving decent lines, trying to go as fast as I can, see if we can't pull something out. But as you can see, we're just not gaining at the kind of pace we need to be gaining at in order to start making moves before the end of this heat, because these laps are running out very quickly. Yeah, only 5 lap heats, as you well know, so if you don't get it done in the first 2 laps, you're probably going to struggle. And I just wasn't ruthless enough on the first lap, I think, and then made a mistake on the 2nd, and that ultimately has cost me a chance at a P2 or a victory there in that heat. But a great drive by the 2 guys in front, and other than the not getting through the first couple of heats, I had pace. So I took a P3 there, but that means I took a P1, 2 P2s and a P3. So was happy with that.
Okay guys, so I've done my 4 heats now. We can hear there's still stuff going on in the background because I was in all the early heats, done by heat 16 out of about 24, 25. So yeah, just resting before we find out final positions. The second pair of heats, I got a 2nd and a 3rd, so that's a 1st, 2 seconds and a 3rd place, so I'm well happy with that. I probably should have done better in my final heat, but got caught up in the first lap and didn't manage to make a move that I probably should have been able to. So that kept me in fourth for a bit, starting from fifth. But I took a third, so first 2 seconds and a third. It's looking good. I am currently at the top of the leaderboard. However, most drivers haven't done their fourth heat yet, so it's a false position for now. But should be decent A final. There's a lot of drivers not doing as well as they'd like. A lot of mixed results for drivers, and a lot of kind of new drivers or returning drivers that haven't raced much this year, having really good days as well. So yeah, it's been a tough set of heats, and I've got really good results, so I'm well happy with that. Just waiting for the heats to finish so we can find our finals, where we are, where our grid is and all that, and get on and see if we can get a podium today. So yeah, we'll catch up after the finals.
Okay guys, so here we are, the finals, and after our decent heats we managed to qualify for P6 in the A final. So yeah, pretty happy with that. There wasn't too much more. Like, I needed to gain 2 positions in the heats to gain any positions in the grid. So yeah, I'm happy with 6th place. Neil there hasn't had a good set of heats. He's right in front of us in 5th. But yeah, P6 is not a great place to start. You're on the outside. It's all congested. You see, I take that real aggressive point in right. You can see how extreme I am compared to Billy in front of me. Yeah, my aim is just to get right, either in front of or behind Neil, and there we go, green light, away we go, and we're trying to get right, but we've got a decent start, but there's just nowhere to go. The hand in the air is because my visor was up, not anything Neil did, and then we see Neil and Billy just have a bit of contact, and sorry to Billy there, I kind of couldn't do anything, I'm full throttle, I just had to like launch through it, and yeah, we're just instantly that's going to be a red flag. I'm going to spoiler alert it there. We're going to get a whole lap round because the marshal's trying to get Billy out. So I think they were going to try and do it under yellows, but Billy was pretty stuck around here. As we see as we come around here, the marshal's right in the track. Billy's not feeling too good. So yeah, red flag. We come to a stop. Yeah,
That was crazy.
you see we have a little bit of a shake of the head and a little bit of a chat about how much fun that was and how extreme that was. Yeah, messy start. It was just, it's so congested, it's so competitive, the A final as well. And so yeah, we went around a bit here. I cut the footage here just because I didn't know how long it was going to be. But yeah, we go back for a full grid restart from the starting grid positions, so we will jump on into that. So here we are, we've come round to the back to the grid for the new restart, and we see I get that really extreme line again. See everybody checking Billy's alright, got a thumbs up, and Neil just explaining that he couldn't see him, basically it was just too late by that point. Yeah, a bit messy, but here we go, visors down, we're ready to go, and just being asked to keep some space at the start because it was a bit congested that first time through, and we're waiting. There we go, green light, away we go. We get a decent start again, we try and get across to the right, but Xavier's already stuck his nose up the inside. Billy and Neil then again have another little come into, and we take advantage of that. Do we? No, we're going to squeeze in again, really messy. Xavier gets through Billy there, and we're coming up the hill right on Billy's tail, and Billy isn't going to defend, so we just send it. I'm surprised he didn't defend there, not going to lie. I wasn't expecting to be able to make that move, and he's still beside us there, but we've got the inside line coming through the S's. So yeah, I was very surprised to get that place from Billy there. That shocked me, but I'll take it, and I took it well. I think it was there was contact, but there's always contact, and there's quite a gap to the guys ahead. Now I'm going to go defensive because Billy is, we know Billy's fast, and so he's going to be on my tail the whole way, I'm sure. Yeah, so that start was very, very messy. As I said in the first start, 6th place is a horrible place to start because A, you're on the left hand side, so you're on the outside for the hairpin, and secondly, that kind of 4th and 6th slot, you're just a passenger to whatever happens around you, because you can't go forward because there's multiple cars in front of you, you can't go backwards because there's multiple cars behind you, and you can't go right because the car's there, you can't go left because of the barrier there. So whatever instant happens around you, you're kind of just a passenger and just kind of need to dart through, if you can, anything that opens up in front. So as soon as I couldn't get right behind Neil's bumper in front of Xavier, I'm stuck on the outside, and we can see I'm just trying some human DRS. Xavier makes a move up ahead. We're going to see if we can follow that through. They have a little. He lets him back through because he probably felt that was a little bit too much contact. But that got us interested, us involved. That helped us catch up, and has given Neil a bit of breathing space up ahead. So we're just going to get our heads down, try and see if we can catch on these two whilst they're challenging each other. Human DRS again, a little look over the shoulder. I'm getting this top corner quite nice this afternoon. I was pretty happy with how I was driving. I felt good after a couple of weeks rest. No pain in the ribs or anything like that. And yeah, we can see I'm actually got all right pace here, because we got Wade ahead and then Xavier directly in front of me in the blue, and I'm keeping pace with those guys, so I'm happy with that. We're looking pretty smooth, taking the middle of the road line. I'm not sure if there's somebody behind me. Yeah, I see the nose of a cart behind. I think at this point Shane had got past Billy and started to challenge me. So obviously know Shane well, raced together under the Swift Cooper team in the SRK Championship. So yeah, we know each other well, but we also respect each other, so we know that the racing's going to be clean. So I'm not going to shut the door on Shane. He's not going to load me or punt me or slide me out or anything like that. And obviously it's hard to tell because he's behind me currently, but we are having a really good battle here. He's kind of like testing me, putting his nose in places just where I can see it, just trying to put me off. But I'm being quite focused actually. Sometimes I struggle with concentration. I just kind of drift off and make a mistake, and that costs me. But you can see, because I didn't go defensive this lap, which actually helps me catch up the guys in front, and they're still battling, which is pulling us back towards them. But we are having to consider Shane behind, so we're looking to make a move forward. And there's the checkered flag. So that was a great battle with Shane all the way through. Give him a thumbs up. Yeah, he really pushed me the whole way. And other than A, the craziness of the first start, and B, the craziness of the second start, I think that was a pretty good heat. I maintained my 6th position around all that chaos. Obviously I lost a position to Xavier, but I gained one from Billy, and it was just all a bit chaotic, and I managed to stay out of it for once. Managed to keep my nose clean and put in some decent laps, and yeah, I'm happy with a 6th place there. We'll jump into the results. Okay guys, so yeah, let's look at these results. So as we can see, I finished P6 overall. Archie took the win plus the pole position and the fastest lap on his first time out at Castle Combe. Absolutely flying today. He was just storming through the pack all day. A near perfect day. Just 1 second position was the only non-win of his day. Then Ben doing well to take a 2nd place. Neil fought his way back up to 3rd place after his incident with Billy, and Wade took 4th after I think he got caught up in the bad side of that incident, unfortunately. Xavier jumped me at the start and stayed ahead, and then I managed to get up into 6th. Shane finishing right behind us. Unfortunately for Billy, he got shuffled way back to 8th as part of that incident. And yeah, that was then we had Matt Causley and Louis John as well, who got into the A final, putting in a good effort. And then we see Lee managed the 14th this round. Really great effort from Lee. Lots of great overtakes, and great to see him and Ash out again for this round. They should be joining us for the whole championship. So another 2 to keep an eye on. And then Ash down in 26th there. He's had an improvement on last round. He raced really well. Had an unfortunate incident in his final where he spun, but he managed to get through from the D final. Qualify came from near the back of that, made it all the way up to 1st, got through to the C final. Was making good progress, but unfortunately made a little bit of a mistake and dropped to the back of that final. But some great driving from Ash in that one. And now we will jump to the championship standings currently. So here we got the top 10. You won't see my face on that at the moment, unfortunately, but we can see Ryan leading the way with a near perfect first 4 rounds. 3 firsts and a 2nd. Neil in 2nd there, because he didn't manage to win this weekend, unfortunately for him. And then yeah, you see Seb in 7th, having a decent run so far. And then we got Aidan, Chris and Mark, 8, 9 and 10. They're guys that I'm hoping to start competing with in future rounds. And then here I am, P11 overall currently. Obviously that mistake in round 3 cost me a few points, so I could have jumped up a couple of positions if I hadn't spun out in that one. But my 3 best results are all A final finishes, so I just need to keep that for the rest of the season, really. Just keep an A final finish every round, and we should be in with a shout of a top 10 finish. Yeah, that's the plan, really. And then we got Shane right on my tail, Sam Nielsen putting in some good scores there as well. We got Danny's missed a round and had a tough round this round, but he's still there or thereabouts in 14th. So yeah, it's been a good start to the season, apart from that blip in round 2. And yeah, that's where we are after 4 rounds. So round 5 coming up next month, I believe, and yeah, looking forward to it. We'll see you in the video for that one.